What if your scariest moments could actually be the start of something incredible? If you're new here, my name is Norf, and I'm all about helping you navigate the twists and turns of career pivots, creative journeys, and building something meaningful, especially if you're starting later in life or after a huge change. I was made redundant about 18 months ago, and candidly, it shook me to the core. However, since then, something has shifted in me, and it sparked a pretty major personal transformation. So if you're facing the unknown, this is for you. So, as is customary on the channel, grab a cup of something good and let's get started. I'm actually really excited about creating this video because starting something new, especially when it feels really scary, is a major thing. Let's not boil that down. It may be you've just been made redundant, maybe you're eyeing up a bit of a side hustle that you want to start up, or maybe you're just itching for a change and you don't quite know where to start. I've been there. I'm still there, actually. So let's break it down. There are 5 big lessons that I want to share in this video that I've learned from starting over at the ripe old age of 52 that I am, and here are some of the key things that you can take away from your own journey. The first thing you're going to feel when you start something new is uncertainty. That knot in your stomach, the voice inside your head that's saying, what if I fail? And I felt that when I was made redundant, and it really doesn't feel great whatsoever. It was terrifying. But here's the thing, uncertainty is where growth lives. Take that what if I fail and flip it to imagine if I succeed. When you step into the unknown, you open yourself up to new possibilities, both good and maybe elements to learn from. You will learn things you never would have done if you'd stayed comfortable. Redundancy was the thing that forced me to ask, what is this situation teaching me? What do I actually want to do? Who do I want to help? That's when things started to change. So if you're feeling uncertain, that's a really good sign. It means you're on the edge of something that is brand new. Lean into it. Growth only happens outside of your comfort zone. Some say if the idea that you have scares you, then it's big enough. So let me ask you, what do you want to do? What do you want to learn? What side hustle do you want to start up? Get your weapons of mass creation out. For me, it's pencil and paper, and write them down. Put a date next to them as well so you can keep yourself accountable. Now, what about that thing that holds most people back? Age and experience. I started a new journey in my 40s. In fact, I started my YouTube channel in my 40s. At first I thought, I'm too old for this. Am I out of touch? But here's what I realized after kicking it around a little bit. Your experience is your superpower. Every job you've had, every mistake you've made, every win that you've secured, that is all valuable. You've got stories, skills, perspectives that nobody has. Don't see your background as baggage, more see it as a toolkit. When I coach and mentor people, I draw on everything that I've learned in my career and my life experience, both good and not so good. That's what keeps me connected with people and the thing that actually makes a difference. So if you're starting later, own it. Your journey is your advantage. I'm about to embark on something new in the next few days. It's a childhood dream, in fact, and I'll keep you posted on how it plays out. One of the best things anyone can do when they start all over again is to build a community. And what I mean by that is obviously your immediate friends and family, but also reach out to old colleagues that you've worked with, join online groups, talk to friends and family as well. Even when I started this channel, I did it to connect with you. You can't do this thing alone. In fact, the person who probably said it the best was the late Steve Jobs. Great things in business are never done by one person. They're done by a team of people. You need people who will cheer you on, give you feedback, challenge your thinking, and sometimes just listen when you're having a really rough day. Community keeps you accountable and inspired. So don't be afraid to ask for help, to share your journey, to support others too. Remember, we all rise by lifting others. I refer back to my mate Matt, who years ago gave me a short, sharp virtual kick in the pants when he helped me validate the skill set that I have. However, that said, pick your team and ensure they bring positivity with them. Here's a big one. Set boundaries and A.B.L. Always be learning. When you start something new, it's tempting to say yes to absolutely everything. But trust me, burnout is real. I had to learn to protect my time and say no to things that didn't serve my goals or focus on truly what mattered for me. At the same time, you've got to be a student again. I had to learn new tech, marketing, all sorts of different techniques and tools, even how to edit my own videos. It's humbling and exciting all in equal measure. The world is changing fast, so stay curious, keep learning, and don't be afraid to ask pertinent questions. And finally, the most important lesson: focus on the people you serve. When I started coaching, mentoring, and making videos, I realized it's not about me. It's about you, your challenges, your dreams, and your journey. Empathy is everything. Take time to really understand who you want to help and who you serve. What are their struggles? What do they need? When you put people first, you create real value, and you stay motivated even when things get really quite difficult. So don't build for your ego, build for impact that leaves a mark. And the mark is what makes the journey meaningful. So just to recap, here are the 5 big lessons that I've learned. Embrace uncertainty, and that's where growth really happens. Leverage your experience. Your background is your asset. Build and rely on your community. You're not alone, and neither should you do it alone. Set healthy boundaries and keep learning. Protect your time, stay curious. And finally, focus on the people you serve. Empathy over ego. If you're thinking about starting something new, I hope this has given you a positive nudge in the right direction. It is totally worth it. And if you've already started, let me know in the comments. What's the scariest part that you've found? What's the one thing that you've learned so far? If you found this helpful, please do like and subscribe, and also share it with someone who perhaps needs a positive dose of healthy encouragement. And remember, it's never too late to start. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.